Okay, as you all know, I've not been doing yesterday drama since what? The last time I did the recap was episode 3. That's 3 weeks ago. That's 3 episodes back. But I like to catch up with it because I am catching up with it so I can actually tell you what I think will happen in the next episode. Also, I'm trying to let you know that if I had done the recap, I'll show you the thumbnail that I will be using. For this episode 6, I would have used this one as my thumbnail because the girls were eating, like literally. Let's continue. Now in the end credit, I saw a bunch of clips going on, and when I realized, it took me 6 weeks to realize that this show likes to give us little bits of pieces of what to come in the next episode. And since with that, I'm just gonna use little clips to vent my mind on episode 6, but also like try to tell you what's gonna happen, because they're gonna give us this part in Saturday, and I'm still gonna put like a part 1 or part 2, because this will be part 1 and then additional stuff will be part 2 anyways. What I don't like is that with Nana, she came for alternative reasons. Even though Lally knows about her background, clearly there was something she's searching for, because she started searching for stuff before she knew that Lally knew Kelvin. What she looking for, I don't know. Not even Lally knows. Also, I remember clearly that own girl went to Malaysia. Ain't nobody gonna talk about what's wrong with her, what happened to her. Clearly she's okay, because okay. Now, Latin girl, I love how you're expressing and embracing the love for your bodyguard or body girl here. It's good, but remember, you are like married to somebody that is crazy and stupid at the same time. You must remember, your father arranged this shit. And to be honest, I don't see what benefit other than the last name, because Ken can't do shit. He was in the meeting and he let Kelvin win, and all he did was play games. At this point, why is he even there? That father of him should have let him rot in prison. But no. Whatever. So much question crossed my mind. Why is Kelvin here? What did he do, and what connection does he have with these people? I wonder if he's the people that he should have paid to help help Veer the last time he got kidnapped. Now, the chances of him going immediately the day or the night off the fact that Veer got arrested because he's in the same clothing. The question is, why? Like why are you here? Don't you got money? Why are you here? Now, Veer's father is being interviewed or questioned by reporters about his son. Now, remember, aside from his company being bankrupt, there is another problem. There's Veer in prison or jail time, because remember, they heard that allegedly, but they're not going to say allegedly, they heard from a big source that Veer killed Lalit, which is a lie, which is why the Lalit's brother, which was his psychiatrist, is there to defend. Will they believe? I don't know. Right now, the poor father is in a whole lot of stuff going on right now, and we all know who to blame. But at the same time, Kelvin is so good that we don't even know if we should blame him or not. Now, this part I'm confused. I don't know if Kelvin is running away with this bad guy or running from the bad guy, but obviously someone in the background is shooting. Now, I remember people started talking about the police, and they think that the police is fake that arrested Veer. Now, it could or could not be true, because remember, Ken don't like when someone is ahead of him, and Ken is trying to get rid of his brother, also get rid of Veer, just to get the company and money. Okay. Sorry, I yarned. But anyways, this must be the same bad guy that kidnapped, or it could be somebody else. Now, we still not talked about Lalit, because if what the Kelvin said to Veer about Lalit disappearing and not dying, then where the hell is Lalit? And how the hell Lalit is even hiding out for 1 year and not be able to try to contact anybody? Doesn't that look suspicious? Like, none of that is suspicious. Or maybe the police are fake. Remember, Ken is also trying to get rid of these people and trying to get out the competition. It's not just Kelvin. We also need to look out for Ken. So if the police are fake, these are the police and they injected something in Veer's neck. Must be some tranquilizer or something to knock him out. Either way, I don't think Lalit is murdered, but the fact that Ken knows that Lalit is not, like, he disappeared, he uses that. I just don't get why didn't he put Kelvin in it instead of Veer. Dude, you're already in the system as a psychiatrist, like a psychopath, and you're literally being treated by a psychiatrist, right? The fact that if someone come and see you dangling or try to choke yourself like this, they would definitely think different. Or it could be a plan. Because if you do that, they will actually not send you to jail and bring you to a psychic ward. That would also work. But what if someone actually did this to you and maybe might burn the place? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Still weird. This all happened all because you got connected to Kelvin. Because if you didn't even get connected to Kelvin, none of this would happen and the whole thing will be, yeah. I think there's more years or something we're missing because we're talking about in the episode 6 we talked mostly about Lalit and how to find Lalit and how the fact that we know all this time that homeboy texted Lalit the entire time. Kelvin was the one responding to both Lalit and the sister and the brother, right? The fact that when we found out Kelvin knocked out Lalit a year ago. You mean to tell me your homeboy has been disappeared for 1 year and no one knew? Now they're talking about a murder scene. What about the grandmother? Ain't nobody gotta talk to the grandmother? Now I'm a little bit confused to who this is and why is he pointing that to someone, or who is he pointing it to someone. It could be Lalin because she's still on her way to go to Malaysia to try and find Lalit. It could be Lalit, but that would mean we're going back a year ago when he escaped, and maybe the driver must have been scared and it's like, dude, what you doing in my car? Don't bring no trouble type of thing. Or it could be 3, Veer escaped and they found him and they kind of put a gun on him or whatever and they tried to bring him somewhere to let him listen. I don't know. It could be Kelvin, but then again, if it's Kelvin, how deep is his mentality? Like, what? Why couldn't it be Ken? This must be in front of the police station where they took Veer in to question him about the murder. If Kelvin did not kill Lalit, okay? If Lalit is not dead, then this is good. We just need to find Lalit. But I don't think Kelvin is freaking out because of any of that. He's freaking out because he is super in love with Veer, and the fact that Veer is in police custody is what makes him freaking out. The man loves him to death. Like, he would kill himself for himself. But I'm just saying, dude, all we have to do is find Lalit. That's all you have to do. I don't know what to say about you, sir. You need to go to psychic ward because this mental thing is not good for you, sir. It's not good. Also, what I want to know is, did you freak out after everyone left? Because there ain't no way you're going to show people your weak spots. And also, are we even going to try to figure out what to do with your brother Ken? We have not been seeing your father, even though he's in jail. You do visit him, but I'm like kind of concerned about Ken mostly. Okay, Lalin is here along with Nana and the brother for Lalit. I know the father for Veer. Where are they? Are they at the hospital? Are they at the prison? What? It could be the hospital because then again we saw that Veer was choked and he got drugged. But then Kelvin shows up in the same clothes, meaning it's the same night off. Or he didn't change because at this point he wouldn't bathe or anything unless he has Veer by his side. Then that would mean he really can't breathe, eat, or sleep without the boy. I'm telling you, Veer, you put yourself in some trap and you didn't even marry the guy. Now, here's where things get shifty. Because the father did not trust, Veer's father did not trust Kelvin immediately after finding out something shady happening in the company and the fact that he did something shady to the company. Everything is going to be blamed onto Kelvin. I think the father is going to let out all the frustration that he's been holding up, that he never got the chance to tell Veer about it. He's going to tell Kelvin. Also, maybe I think Lalian will start to get to know what's happening and who she thinks or who she thought her partner is. And I'm pretty sure if that brother of hers doesn't tell her the shit that's going on, then I don't know what she's thinking because your partner is a psychopath. I don't know what kind of black flag Pete was talking about. Like this is beyond some black, beyond black. Dude, are we gonna get a moment where Kelvin will spiral in control, start to lose his crazy shit or something? Because if so, then Pete, you have accomplished another part of character that I never thought you would have accomplished. Now, this is the end of what I've got at the clip by clips, but I'm pretty sure this is probably what we're gonna see. But this is like thoughts of what's happening both in episode 6 and episode 7. When they push out the actual preview for episode 7, I'll probably talk about it, maybe put in one or two words that I haven't said in here. But I've been liking the debate so far for the last prediction that I did. So bring it on. I'm here for it. I need to know what to gear up, maybe say some few things in the next part when they pushed out in Saturday so I can know what to expect to do or for book readers, you can spill it too.